this next story is very, very interesting, and this is of local interest. This is a local interest story. So the last time we talked about local happenings, it was the two brothers that turned Maple Ridge into Thunderdome, essentially. They had an all-out car battle in the streets of Maple Ridge. Now,
were they ramming their cars down Dudney Trunk Road?
That's right. Well, not to be outdone, we have another story here coming out of the BC courts. So, a bitter feud spills over into bloodshed with BC woman accused of stabbing a rival in the BC courthouse. So there was an actual stabbing inside a BC courthouse. These two women who were quote-unquote rivals in a decades-long feud, it ended in bloodshed.
Like, this is internet chirping. These two women who don't know each other found each other on a web forum originally and fought. Like, I was going to say, we've all done this. And I'm like, Justin has really done this. You chirp with people online, right?
I have fun with it.
We all do, right? I'm picking on you, but everyone watching has gotten into a beef with someone on the internet, right? These two women carried it on for years and years. They started suing each other. And what happened was one of the women escalated. It was like, look, I want to get this in front of a judge, and I want this other woman to go to jail for contempt of court because she's not taking my frivolous lawsuit seriously. While in court, that other woman pulled out a knife and stabbed her. And I don't want to make too many jokes because she stabbed her so bad it was life-threatening injuries.
Oh, wow.
Stabbed her in the courtroom. And I'm just like, these two women are in their 50s.
Well, what's your end game there? Like, my question is, you're going to stab them not in front of a jury. Okay, you're not just stabbing them in front of a police officer. You're not just stabbing them in front of a jury. You're stabbing them in front of a judge. Like, they don't even have to have a trial. He's like, you're going to jail for 20 years.
Let me call the witness to the stand. Oh, it's me. I had the blood on my robe.
Literally the worst crime ever committed as far as strategy.
What happened? Like, what is going on in people's minds? And then, so the subtext of the article, like, I don't know if Mark has it up there, just like, well, I wonder about the security at the courts, right? That's what they wonder. But I'm like, we shouldn't stereotype people. But if I was to stereotype people, I would probably assume that two 50-year-old women fighting in court, probably not going to be a violent adventure. Probably. You know what I mean? If I'm stereotyping.
Okay, so
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Now let me tell you about Chinese culture. There's blood feud in China that goes on for centuries. This is probably one of those feuds, right? Like the woman's great-great-grandma probably stabbed the other woman's great-great-grandma, and this is our chance for revenge. So just like bam, right? Good for her. Good for her. She did it. She avenged her family. She avenged her family's honor, and I respect that. And sometimes you just have blood feud, and then just like, what's the best way to do it?
Maybe, for sure, but as Justin said, like, you want to take it outside. Like, I can also respect like that. This is not just the Chinese culture. That's the whole wide world. We're going to take this outside, right? We're going to take this outside. How many times did I hear that in a bar? 100. These guys did it in front of a judge.
Sun Tzu said, you gotta fight where they least expected. That's how you bring the most fear, right?
Valid.
You gotta do it. That's in their mind now. It's like, oh, I can't keep on this blood feud. They just stabbed her in front of a judge. Like, what the fuck? Like the other family's completely crippled morality wise. One sacrifice from one brave woman saved the entire family. That's
Jesus.
I don't know.
Respect.
So bonkers. The story to me was just so out of control. I couldn't handle it.
All right. Well, I'm going to assume out of the four of us, I'm probably the only one who's actually been to court. I was in trouble. Okay. Let me explain something to you about court. I watch Court Cam as well, and I've also been to court. I was young. Punches were thrown. Anyways, I was standing there waiting for the judge to speak, and I look around and I was like 17 years old. So just relax. Okay, guys, the guy dumped a Slurpee on my head. It was fair. Okay. Anyways, I'm in court and I'm looking around and all the bailiffs are like 65 years old. Okay. I'm looking around. I'm like, if I really wanted to, I could snap their necks and get at this judge. I was a bad guy. I watch Court Cam, and Court Cam is like all these crazy things that happen in court with these inmates and people flipping tables, attacking people, all this stuff every single time. Court is for people who are retiring in the police department or like in law enforcement shit. Okay. And I don't know why they don't think that they need better security, but they never seem to. So when someone asks, how do they get a knife in there? Dude, I could get a machine gun in there if I wanted to.
Isn't that the movie To Kill a Mockingbird? Isn't that what the movie's about? Shooting someone in the face?
What was a book? I don't know, man. No, I don't know. A Time to Kill with Samuel L. Jackson? Dude, how are you a genius and that at the same time?
Which one is it? It's one of those ones.
I'm just wondering if Grandma looked around the courtroom like Justin said and was like, I really want to stab her, and then looked at the bailiff and was like, I think I can do it.